Ish, Malawi politics never disappoints, my friend. Just when you think things have cooled down, boom, another political pot starts boiling at full flame. And this time, the kitchen is the mighty MCP. And the chef causing all the commotion? None other than Moses Kunkuyu. Now, if you've been following the headlines from Kulinji and Malawi 24, you already know this man has been speaking with fire, shaking tables, and making some folks at MCP very uncomfortable. But what exactly did he say? What's really happening behind those red carpet curtains? Today, on Global Pulse News, we break it all down in 10 bold facts, full of wit, truth, and that unmistakable Malawian flavor. Let's dive straight into it, because this story, it's hotter than a Zomba afternoon. Before the shouting started, Kunkuyu was that quiet figure everyone thought was loyal to the core. Calm, smiling, media-friendly. But you know what they say in Malawi? When the goat keeps quiet, maybe it's just sharpening its horns. Behind the scenes, tension had been brewing. Party loyalists whispered about decision-making gone sideways. Kunkuyu, a seasoned political communicator, started noticing things that didn't add up. Power moves that left even senior members side-eyeing each other. But my people, calm never lasts long in our politics, especially when ambition starts whispering louder than loyalty. Let's see what blew the lid off. It was one of those press moments where you expect the usual political sugarcoating. Instead, Kunkuyu walked in with the confidence of a man holding a live mic and zero fear. He said MCP had chavulalisa, basically messed itself up from the inside, and warned that by 2030, things might get interesting. For some, it was honesty. For others, betrayal. But one thing is sure, every newsroom from Blantyre to Mzuzu went into overdrive that night. X was burning. And when the pot starts to boil that hard, the question is never what he said, it's why he said it. So let's follow the trail. MCP's unity? Let's be honest, it's been hanging by threads for a while. Some of the big names have their camps, secret meetings, and whispers about succession. Kunkuyu's words just put the spotlight on what everyone was pretending not to see. You can almost hear the teacups shaking in Lilongwe HQ when those statements dropped. Some insiders say his frustration came from decisions made without consultation. Big men acting big, as one member said off camera. But my people, if you think Kunkuyu fired those shots blindly, no, my friend. This was chess, not checkers. Let's unpack the strategy behind the smoke. This wasn't just random outburst energy. Kunkuyu knows the game, and he plays it long. By speaking now, he's setting the tone for 2030 politics, planting seeds of doubt, and positioning himself as the man who saw it coming. It's classic Malawian strategy. Act shocked, speak truth, then quietly gather followers who say, Mwanauyu analin zeru. Some call it rebellion, others, realignment. Either way, it's a move that echoes loud in the corridors of power. But what's a political move without consequences, huh? You can't throw dynamite in the room and expect no dust. Let's check the aftermath. Immediately, party voices started clapping back. Some said he's gone rogue. Others said he's just emotional. But beneath the denials, MCP headquarters was in full crisis mode. Meetings, calls, damage control, you name it. Behind those closed doors, folks debated whether to silence him, suspend him, or simply wait for the storm to pass. But you know Malawi politics? Silence speaks louder than statements. The fact that nobody clearly shut him down says enough. And just when you think the dust was settling, boom, enter Parliament's twist in the tail. This is where things got spicy. The standing orders on who becomes leader of the opposition suddenly became the hot topic. According to the law, it's supposed to be an election, not an appointment. But confusion reigned. Who picks? The president of the party or the MPs themselves? Kunkuyu's remarks reignited that old debate. Suddenly, everyone was quoting Standing Order 35.2b like it's a TikTok trend. Even former speakers had to weigh in, saying, guys, procedure matters. You see, Once rules become flexible, politicians start stretching them like simado until something tears. Let's talk about that gap. The sweet chaos of political paperwork. Malawi's parliamentary orders leave gray areas big enough to drive a minibus through. The law says one thing, but practice says another. That's the playground where ambition dances. Kunkuyu highlighted what many ignored, that lack of clarity allows manipulation. It's how leaders stay powerful without technically breaking any rules. And that's why his speech hit so hard. He wasn't just angry, he was exposing the system's weak spots. And speaking of exposure, every system leak reveals more than expected. Let's see who benefited from this spotlight. While headlines focused on Kunkuyu, others quietly repositioned themselves. Some used the chaos to look loyal. Others whispered support in private. Politics, my friend, is a marketplace. Everyone sells something. Rumor has it a few upcoming MCP youth wings are already leaning his way, calling him the voice of truth. Meanwhile, senior members just smiled tight and said, no comment. But that no comment, it speaks volumes. But every drama needs context. So where does this all leave MCP heading toward 2030? Time to look ahead. Let's face it, MCP's legacy is big, but its cohesion? Wobbling. The old guard wants stability, the young blood wants speed and vision. Kunkuyu's firestarter moment could push real reform or trigger deeper division. Analysts say the next elections will test whether MCP learns from this or repeats history. As one political commentator joked, MCP loves drama like Malawi loves football, passionate, unpredictable, and full of comebacks. But through all this, one question burns brighter than any other. What does this mean for Kunkuyu himself? Right now, Moses Kunkuyu stands in that rare zone, both hero and villain, depending on who you ask. But whatever label people throw, he is now the face of something bigger, a call for transparency, honesty, and change inside Malawi's most historic party. He may have shaken MCP today, but tomorrow he could reshape the entire opposition narrative. Because in Malawi politics, my friend, one bold voice can turn into a movement, and this one just might echo all the way to 2030. And that's the story. 10 bold facts that prove Malawi's political tea is always piping hot. So, what do you think? Is Moses Kunkuyu a reformer speaking the truth or a rebel stirring chaos inside MCP? Drop your thoughts below. You know I read those comments like morning headlines. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss the next episode of @Global Pulse News, where we bring you real talk, sharp insight, and that Malawian flavor you won't find anywhere else. Until next time, my friend, stay woke, stay sharp, and keep your eyes on the pulse. Because in Malawi politics, even silence makes noise.